Alrighty, so this is going to be a reading for my Aquarius. Thank you so much for joining me here on my YouTube channel. This is going to be a urgent messages meant to find you now forecast. We're going to see what your spirit guides, God, whatever you believe in, has to say to you at this very moment. Keep in mind, this is going to be a general reading, so only take what does apply to you and let the rest fly. General readings are not meant for you to take them super personal to where you're making like life decisions based off of them. I do recommend getting a personal reading if you are needing some guidance, okay? And all that information in regards to getting a personal session with me will be listed below in the description box, okay? Also, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Crystal. This is Mystical Crystal Tarot. We do get into some things over here, so if you are interested in seeing more of my readings, please make sure you do hit the subscribe button as well as the like button so that you never miss a beat. Because when you guys like the video, you guys already know it basically helps the channel out, of course, but excuse me. It also lets the algorithm know that you want to see future readings. So let's see what's going on with you guys. Aquarius, messages meant to find them now. Urgent messages meant to find them at this very moment. Okay. Alrighty, I'm only going to take two of these because these cards are very in-depth. So let's go ahead and talk about these two first because it is important that we kind of look at finances and things of that nature. So the first card we have here says, I will praise success wherever I see it. Okay, and on the back of this card it says, when you find yourself critical of the way anyone has attracted or is using money, you are pushing money away from you. But when you realize that what others do with money has nothing to do with you, and that your primary work is to think and speak and do what feels good to you, then you will be in alignment not only about the subject of money, but about every important subject in your physical experience. Okay, so this is being able to be happy for other people. Even though, you know, you may have certain people in your life that may not be the best individuals. They may have been trash individuals to begin with. You should be happy for anybody's success, regardless of how they got their success, regardless of how they achieved it. Being able to recognize the fact that somebody else is successful, take bits and pieces from their experience and the way that they handle things, and even applying it to your own life. And this card is just speaking to, again, once you do take the time to kind of just be like, okay, well, good for them. I'm happy for them. How can I even better myself in regards to how I handle my finances? You will be able to shift your own physical experience to be what you would like it to be for yourself. So keep this in mind. And then the next card we have here, it says, shortages of time or money are perceptual. And it says, if you're feeling a shortage of time and money, it says, if you feel a shortage of time or money, you best, oh my God, why am I getting so choked up in this reading as far as reading is concerned? I was reading fine earlier. Okay. If you are feeling a shortage of time or money, your best effort would be to focus upon better feeling thoughts and do more things that you feel good about. Your time is a perceptual thing, and even though the clock is ticking the same for everyone, your alignment affects your perception as well as the results that you allow. As you observe the enormous differences in the effort that people apply and the results that they achieve, you have to conclude that there is more to the equation of achieving than action alone. And I was saying this for Aries as well. If you do feel like you don't have enough time in the day to get things done, or you feel like, financially things are just not adding up here, there may be a need for you to kind of, for one, shift your thoughts, because some of you may be focusing on things that you don't want, or just focusing in on just the negative things and not looking at, okay, well, how can I make more time? Even looking at how you can sacrifice more time as well. Or even more actions that you can take to pull in more money. That may be one thing you guys may need to shift your mindset or your perception. And even for some of you, understanding that everybody is allowed the same 24 hours in a day. Okay, billionaires, millionaires, and even people who may not be that, that abundant. as far as like being a millionaire or a billionaire. We're all allowed the same amount of time. The only difference between millionaires and just regular people is mindset, the opportunities that they believe that they have, and also the actions that they take, okay? And their belief in self. So that's the only difference. So it's a matter of shifting your perception on the amount of time that you have in a day, or the money that you can get in a given time, for you to make things more abundant in your situation, if that makes sense. Okay? Now moving forward, Aquarius, let's look at these cards. So we have the initiation, and it says rite of passage, you are going somewhere sacred. We have yes, it says just say yes. And we also have warrior woman, and it says if you weren't afraid, what would you do? Okay, so we have two powerful cards here. Well, three actually. These are all powerful to me. With the initiation card, this is speaking to your spiritual growth that you're going through. A lot of you're going through the dark night of the soul type of thing at this moment. And this is for your progression in regards to, for one, learning certain lessons, not to be so trusting of individuals, and to, give your all to other people and not pouring back into self. This is also being able to shift out of, being naive in certain cases as well, and having to go through certain experiences to come out a better individual and have a higher understanding. What needs to happen here, though, you guys need to say yes to the universe in regards to going through this initiation, because this initiation is really going to make you guys strong in the end, in regards to, like I said, going through the darkness, being able to notice all the snakes that you're going to come across in your path, being able to also understand that yes, you may have went through some dark things where you may have lost family, you may have lost certain friends, you may have lost certain relationships that you hold near and dear to your heart, but in the end you're going to come out a lot wiser, and on the path towards spiritual alignment, and also, just growing as an individual. But what I'm seeing here as well, for a lot of you, it's time for you to also just cut the extra BS out, okay? If you know that you've been entertaining a lot of things that just don't deserve your energy, it's time for you to cut it out of your life. And some of you, it's just this fear of, okay, I'm going to miss out on something if I let this go. Yes, I was in this trash relationship for 12 years or 1 year or however long you've been in a bad relationship, but I'm scared that this person's going to change and be a better version of themselves when we're not together anymore. And it's almost to a point where it's like, who cares? I mean, if somebody didn't give you their best years when they had the chance to, then set them free, because all you're doing is just holding yourself back. You're never in a winning position when you wait for somebody else to change their actions. You guys know how I feel about that. You're going to be waiting forever for somebody to change and be a better person. And then when they do change, they move on with someone else. So don't pour your energy into anybody who can't give you their best years now. Okay? Now looking further, for a lot of my Aquarius, what needs to happen here is you guys need to confront your shadow side, okay? I think I said this for another sign. Sometimes you need to be real with yourself in regards to, your lower vibration, your lower nature actions, okay? We have our higher self and we have our lower self. So you do need to be honest with yourself in regards to things that you may do when you're in your lower self, whether this is, saying things that may not be the best. This is like doing certain things or handling things in a petty manner. Like, you do need to confront whatever shadow or lower self stuff that you may do whenever you get brought to that level. And making sure you understand that nobody should be able to pull that out of you if you don't want them to. This is also getting more in tune with your intuition, like I was saying before. Some of you, your intuition has been telling you what you need to do for a long time now, but it's like you're rejecting your intuition in a sense, or you're not wanting to believe that your intuition is telling you what's right, but you're in full awareness of what you need to do at this moment. Like, there's no question about it. especially when it comes to having a more stable relationship with a partner, a romantic partner, family, whoever. I also see something here about a fire sign. Specifically, I do see there's some hurt there in regards to that connection. What I will say is there's definitely a need for you to understand that it's going to take you some time to get over it. That's fine. But acting as if it's not there and your feelings aren't, valid is also going to be very detrimental to you. So some of you do need to confront the reality of some disappointment you may have with somebody who you had a relationship with. Some of you also need to get your mojo back so that you can shift any disappointments you may have in regards to money moving slow or opportunities moving a little slow. But I'm going to stop right here. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for watching this. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please make sure you thumbs up this video and subscribe. If you do want a personal reading with me, please make sure you check out my description box so that you can take advantage of the 20% off opportunities and things of that sort. And yes, I will see you in the next one.